friends, and welcome to a very, very special collab that I am doing with about 25 other Dolly channels. Yeah, you heard that right. 25 other Dolly channels will be joining this collab, along with those of you who wanted to join in with us. Please do forgive. I've got a loud AC in the background, and I've got a lot of channel names that I'm going to try to address for this collab. If I miss anyone or I leave anyone out, please, please, please forgive me. I am going to try my best to mention everybody. We've had some changes here and there, and if I forgot you, please do forgive. I'm going to try my best to fit all of these names in my description, and hopefully I can do it. And sometimes, you know, I mention my friends by their first name and then their channel. I'm just going to get straight to the channel names and get that out of the way. So heading up this collab would be our hostess, Marna at Dolls Rescued, and I did give that name, so do forgive. J Dolls UK, Elise Explosion, Ayla Avar, Tina's Reborns and More, Ambi Little Plastic Friends, Holly's Dolly Hobby, Karen at Starch and Stitches, Lovely Landfill, Playful Reborns, Mirisuru, Serenata, Eclectic Wandering, Pat Doodles, Terry Samples, Living a Gigi Ma Style, Mortis Cordis, Princess in My Hand, Ink Pads Playpad, Octo Pudding, Casey's Joy, Ellie Nefrit, It's a Stroke of Life, Sonia Alamarante, and Family du Toit. I hope that's everyone, and I am sorry once again if I failed to mention any other channels. This is a collab that we've been working on for some time. When we did the fairy collab, we were invited, those of us who did the fairy collab or who done the fairy collab, to join in on a mermaid collab. It was just something we kind of picked up. I'm going to take my camera off the tripod here for a second and kind of move it around as I go. I'll talk a little bit about my mermaids in a minute. I'm just going to kind of show you what I did here. I know I've got a mishigas of a lot of a mess over here, but nevertheless, this is my little setup, and I will go into my girls a little bit more. Yeah, those of us that worked on the fairy collab, we were invited to jump right in and join in with the mermaid, and here we are. And it just is something that we've been working on for some time. So I'm kind of excited. A lot of my finds I found here and there. Some of them I've had, some of them I picked up at the dollar store and various different places. This is a play set that obviously is a Disney store play set, and it belonged to, or I got it from my daughter way back in the day. And I just thought it was apropos to have here Ariel and all of her sisters. I found this Monster High double-headed Medusa type gal for $3 just this past week. So I thought that was very, very apropos, and I wanted to stick her in there. I've got some of these little seashells with little treasures inside of them that were Dollar Tree finds. These starfish, I believe some of those are from the Dollar Tree, some of them are from Walmart. This is an old tortoise shell that I've had for some time. This is an old aquarium piece that I thought was a very, very fitting ruin there. And this big giant clam shell with a bed of seaweed for my beautiful Sirena. That's her name that I worked on, and I'll talk about her in a minute. That's her little bed of seaweed and her clamshell that she sleeps in. Those are some mermaids there, and they're looking for treasure or going to hide some treasure in there. And these little merwees here are working on, you know, some of the things here. This little merwee is going to be a rescue merwee. She's the one that sends the little life preservers to those that might have maybe fallen out of their boats or just need a little assistance getting back to human land. This little mermaid here, as you can see, she's in a tangle of beautiful sparkles and sequins, and she's in charge of dressing up mermaid tails and putting sequins on the mermaid tails. So that's her little job. And we've got all different kinds of, you know, pebbles and beach shells and bubbles and sand and seaweed and all this fun stuff that we put together for the dolls. Now I'm going to put this back on the tripod. Let's see if I can do this properly. Let's see here. Just gonna bear with me here for just a moment and let's see what I can do. I'm gonna put this back into scale here because I think it popped out of scale. Okay. And I honestly, it's one of those things that like took forever for this to come around, and when it finally did, I was like not prepared. I was thinking I still had another day, but apparently I did not. This is my Serena. This is the girl that I had been working on, and she's different than most of the Blythes that I would customize or, you know, do something fun for, as that I really, let me see if I can get her in the light here. The light is so bad because I'm filming this so late in the day, but she is one that I customized in a different way. I put her hair all in these little fish bones, and then I sewed sequins and pearls and different things in her hair. These are little ears that I made. These are mermaid ears, and I made these mermaid ears out of netting and Sculpey, and they're just basically attached with a little bit of putty. And so I did her entire head in these little fish bones, and each single fish bone is then beaded and pearled, and yeah, so that was fun. I even gave her a pull string, although I did not change her eye chips because I really, really loved the way she looked. I just merely, you know, painted her eyelids. That was about all I wanted to do because she was just so perfect and so lovely just the way she is. I did make her little seashells and the sea stars out of Sculpey, and I attached that to a bodice that I've made. She's got some more of these mermaid tendrils, these mermaid like little gilly type flutters, I call them, and some of them are beaded. I did her whole skirt, and I beaded that as well. I beaded all the sides here, and I gave her these little little details on this mermaid fin that I just love. And so I just wanted to give her all scales. I really wanted to kind of really work her up a bit there, and I hope that you could see all of that because I just kept working and working on her. She wouldn't let me stop. I made her a little crown here, and this crown has got so many different types of beads and seed beads and sequins, and there's just so much. I thought about giving her a scepter, but she's got her hands raised up in this fashion like she's about to summon Leviathan or something. I don't know what she's about to do, but you know, beware because she is ruling this sea. She's ruling this floor, this seabed, if you will. And I really love the way her mermaid tail came out. I worked on that for quite some time, and as I said, I just kept bedazzling and bedazzling. She would not let me stop, and so I just love her, and I shall see if my Serena wants to go back into her little clamshell there without much ado. I don't know. There she goes. And then, as I take off some of the seaweed here, I've got, well, I'll just pop her out of her little stand there. this is a gal that, you know, she just happened to come my way. She was a really, really, really good price. She was already done up, and I said, I can't just have my little Serena, and not have a little sister, a little friend for her. Sorry, I took out her frame. I was just taking some sand and seaweed off of myself. But she's just got a very lovely face. I didn't want to do much in the way of a face up. She's got her little gilly type ears here on the side, her mermaid ears. And she's pretty much as I found her. I didn't do too much. She was already embellished like this. And I really, really, really love her. I think she's a perfect match to her sister. And yeah, so this is pretty much my setup here for the mermaids. Again, I'm going to pan around, but I want to thank everybody who participated. I plan to look at your videos if you were involved in any way with this collab. If you made a mermaid, or you bought a mermaid, or you had, you know, just even the little mermaid that you're using, I definitely would love to come visit your channel. So please leave me a little comment in my box, my little comment box, and I will definitely come look at your channel and see what you've done for the mermaid collab. So yes, I'm very, very excited with my little setup here. And as I say, this was a long thought out little thing that I had been dreaming up. I had been collecting pieces here, there, and everywhere. And like this piece right here, that's a real seashell. And a lot of these are. I just, you know, found some along the way. And I love this big clamshell. It just happened that it worked out. It was in her shade of blue or aqua. And, you know, just some fun frilly doodads. So I want to thank you all for watching. I will bid you adieu, and I will see you all very soon. Have an awesome day and a great weekend, everybody. Bye.